Hi everyone, I'm Penny and welcome to 1 Cent Crochet. I made a video last week about how my body was not coping with crochet, or anything in fact. It's not coping with very much anything right now. So if you haven't already watched that video, then make sure to go watch that. But this week, we're going to do a little bit of a vlog slash update because I have a lot of updates on everything that I said last week. Is it good news? Well, no, not really. But we don't want the tone of this video to get ruined, you know? We're going for happiness and joy But I read all of your comments and I think based on what you all said, I think the best thing for this channel is going to be me continuing to make videos. Obviously, I can't make tutorials right now. If you watch that video, you can tell that. But what I can do is I can talk about crochet and all the funny stories and things I've experienced in the crochet community, which is slightly questionable. Either way, every video I make coming up for the next 6 months at least, I'm going to incorporate crochet into it in some way, even though I cannot crochet myself right now. So do not fret if you just follow this channel for crochet stuff because I will be talking about crochet no matter what. Let's get straight into the good stuff, the update about what's going on with my body. I don't know why I'm always on the floor for stuff like this, but it just seems like a good place to be. Okay, update number 1 is that I went to the rheumatologist last week and it probably went a little bit worse than I was expecting it to go. My rheumatologist was amazing, might I say. Was I expecting to be told, you literally have a disability? No, I was not. For the record, this is not officially diagnosed yet. I have to get a bunch more tests done, but my new specialized physiotherapist as well as my rheumatologist have both said the same thing. So I have joint hypermobility, which I kind of already knew, but this is just that confirmed. Then we have chronic pain syndrome. Yay. That is what we like to hear, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, next up on the list, suspected hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Woohoo. That's one. Yep. Yep. Really great. It's basically, if I don't have it, then I'm so close on the criteria, it's not even funny. In the second part of the criteria, like you need a 5 and I have a 4. I have a potential 5 though, because I still have to get a bunch more tests done, which will confirm or not confirm the rest of it. So my physiotherapist has said, if you have it or not, we're going to treat you the same way. Like I'm going to get treatment from this particular physiotherapist that specializes in hypermobility, and it's going to be the same sort of treatment whether I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome or not. Yes, unfortunately I did match all of the other criteria, so that was super duper fun. But yeah, I had quite a few people commenting in the last video being like, oh, I have HEDS, and I was like, oh, and they're like, yeah, I really relate to what you've said, and I was like, oh, but they're kind of giving me hope as well. But I think a lot of the people who commented that did have HEDS were saying, you know, they like to mix up their hobbies a lot and they can't stick to one hobby for a long amount of time or do it every day because that's how they get injured like I did. So we're going really great, as you can see. I did not cope super well with being told that, so the last week has been a bit of a mess for me. Now that that is over, let's get back to the good stuff. Okay, deep crochet chats with Penny. One thing I will say is that the crochet community, I feel like when I joined way back, not really, 3 years ago, pretty much exactly in 2022, it was such a different vibe to what it is now. I think back then it wasn't anywhere as near oversaturated as it is now. There are like thousands and thousands of people doing amigurumi now. It really started to take off maybe at like the end of 2023. Like it took off before that, but then it did like another, like everyone was starting a crochet business. And I think I got in at a really good time. So if you're feeling discouraged about your crochet business, just note that it is like a tough time to start a crochet business now because it is like 3 years later than when I started it. That doesn't mean that you can't grow. You need to look broader if you're struggling. Yes, there are thousands and thousands of crochet patterns that now all look the same. And in a way, because of that, I'm kind of glad that like I found this like little free pattern niche and I started doing that on YouTube before too many people were doing it on YouTube. And then a year after I started doing YouTube, I noticed there was like tons and tons more tutorials for amigurumi on YouTube. And I feel like if I had have started maybe like 12 months later, I don't know if I could have grown such an audience that I did. So just keep that in mind if you're feeling down. Try and broaden your niche a little bit because you don't just have to crochet plushies. I know they're fun, but try crocheting lots of different things. Number 2 of this crochet chat is that I would have started posting my face way earlier. When I started, I don't think I started posting my face really much at all until maybe the very end of 2023. So I'd posted my face a couple of times before that, but not very often. It wasn't in every reel. It definitely wasn't in my YouTube videos at all, really. I really wish I had connected my face with my brand, because that makes people trust you so much more instead of just being this like brand that they're gonna like look up to and stuff. They see an actual person. Admittedly, it makes the transition into my talking content so much harder because I didn't show my face and get you guys accustomed to seeing my face earlier on in my YouTube channel. Show your face, internet safety, yes, but post your face with your business. You know, people want to see the person behind it as well. And then number 3, I would say, is that I just had my patterns on Etsy for like a year and a half. And that was before I joined any other platform, before I made my own website. And Etsy fees are so bad, and the platform is becoming way too oversaturated as well. I wish that I had posted on more platforms sooner. Just get your patterns out there. And I've also recently come across a platform which I've put my patterns up on, is patternparadise.shop, and their platform fees are really good. And the other thing is that they have a lot of other features, like they have mystery pattern, where a person can just choose to purchase a mystery pattern and then yours might get thrown in the drawer. If yours gets purchased, then you get paid that amount. I'm seeing a lot of creators hop on there and support their friends through there as well, rather than the really big platforms that just do not show any support for the people putting products on their website. I think the best thing about Pattern Paradise is that you're able to get your patterns out there to other creators so easily without the complete overload of random ads and AI created patterns, because that is so painful to deal with. How many times have I been scrolling through a website and there's like 3 AI patterns on there and it's so obvious? Definitely go check that out. I've linked it in the description below. I have all my patterns up there if you want to go check out my patterns on it, but I definitely recommend uploading your patterns on it as well. I'm wearing my pajama pants right now because we're very... Okay. Anyway, when I was having a mental breakdown the other day, I went and I bought myself this very cute Pusheen plushie that's in a frog outfit. You know what I would love to do in the future? I would love to make like a plushie store where I design plushies and I get them manufactured. Anyway, that's just a thought. But the other thing that I was thinking that I want to catch you guys up on is that I just want to start a bunch of different art hobbies, because as I have learnt, doing one hobby is not a great idea for me, because if I do it too much, then I will die. And I was looking at a lot of YouTube channels that are like really cozy vibes. They do lots of different like hobbies and stuff. Oh, there's a plane going over. And they do like reading and art and gaming and knitting. And I was like, what if I, turn this channel into something like that? You guys might hate that. But it's not like I can post anything else right now. I don't ever buy books. It's like a thing for me. I go to the library because you can get free books at the library. So why would you want to buy books? I found the entire Harry Potter collection in a secondhand bookstore and they were $4 each. During my mental breakdown, I simultaneously bought the entire Harry Potter collection from a secondhand bookstore. I also got new bed sheets and a throw blanket. Excuse the mess from when I threw my Pusheen down. Look, overall, things have been wild for me these past couple of weeks. I am not in the best mental health I've ever been, but things are looking up, I think. Hopefully, I've started physiotherapy for all my problems. I did start physiotherapy like 6 months ago, but this one's a specialized physiotherapist, so much better. This is going to be like the final official update vlog. After this, I'm going to start getting into like the good stuff, like the actual proper content. And I will talk about any updates that I have with my shoulders in each video, obviously, but they're going to be less update focused and more actual content for you guys to watch, actual vlogs. But, I figured I should get this one out there for you guys to have a look at, and drop a comment below with what sort of content you want to see, because I am so ready to try so many different hobbies now that I'm not just crocheting, and I want to document it. But I will see you guys in the next video.